Well, that worked out remarkably well. Could have asked for a better setup than what happened. I got onto the check-in and pretty well as it opened, and I think I got the last window seat on board the flight. So on both flights, the one going to London and the one going to Madrid, connecting flight, I've got window seats, and I'm a transit passenger, so I don't have to worry about my luggage again, thank God. So it's all going straight through. Fabulous. So that's all organised. Now I just got to go through security, which will be a hassle because we'll have the thumbprint schmozzle occur again. But, you know, wasn't that big a deal. It just probably delayed me 5-10 minutes. Yeah. You think they wake up to themselves, there must be a better way, because like I said, it must happen a lot. I can't be that much of a freak. The recognition system in immigration going back in there was ill-founded to some degree. It didn't work the first time, but it did work, I think, on the second or third time, which was pretty damn good for it. So I got through okay, and of course I don't have to do the security check until later. On the boarding pass it says that the actual boarding lounge is number 15, yet on the big board, shiny board, electronic board, it says 24, which is just right here, and is currently looking at a Jetstar flight to my favourite little old place, Saigon. But I'm sure that will change when it gets closer to the actual flight. I got in really early, 3 hours early, so no stress, it's good. It's really good. I can just relax. And the next situation to confront will be leaving the airport in Madrid and getting to the railway station, which shouldn't be difficult, but we'll see how it goes. And then I'm almost home and hosed once I've done that. But it's a long journey. Still got that big leg. At least I've got a window seat on the really long flight. And I think the guy did say it was the last window seat available. So that was a good get. So it gives me a chance of actually sleeping. So that's really important to give me a chance to get some decent shadow away because I'm stuffed. And if I don't have people bumping into me walking down the aisle, for instance, that's a good thing. If I don't have people on either side, just one person, that's why I like having a window seat for that sort of flight. I mean, it's not going to mean anything for views because it's all at night, the whole flight. So there's lights down below, but that's about it. But there's not going to be any skylight, no sunlight at all for the whole trip. So, because we get in early morning, about 5-ish, I think, in Heathrow. But it'll be interesting to compare what they have on offer at British Airways as opposed to Qantas. I'm pleasantly surprised with Qantas. They've done pretty well. I've dealt with them a couple of times. Even when I had a delayed flight, they handled things pretty well. So, yeah, I've been very impressed with them so far. So, certainly a cut above Jetstar to be expected. Well, this is truly weird. You have to get on a train to collect your baggage. I have never struck that at any airport in the world so far. This is Madrid for you. And the train, I just missed the train because I asked people inside, was this baggage claim, and they just looked at me blankly. Maybe they were Spanish, but yeah, well, I have to bone up on my Espanol so I can say those sort of things. But that's weird. You have to catch a train to collect your baggage. All right. Well, of course, the baggage that my stuff is on, and my friend who's been travelling on the same flights, it is actually upstairs rather than down with all the other carousels. Oh, she's found it now. Good. So it's not upstairs. It's just here. Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. Now, this is the the hall where you go. The trains are over there. You go down those platforms there to get on your trains. And I came through this entrance here, did the scan, the security scan through there as well. There's two entrances. You've got toilets. You've got a few shops. And the only thing that's really lacking is seats. It's just bugger all seating here, so it's a bit of a worry. But it was a bit of a trial getting here. I didn't realise I had to go to a separate station from the rail station at the airport to do an interchange for this line. Charmaine or something it's called. When I find it, I'll show it to you. Yeah, it was a very confusing exercise. I got a little freaked out. Everything. Once I went to collect my baggage, things went a bit pear-shaped. There was a lot of people in immigration, but that was all standard. There was no big deal there. But what happened was I then wanted to go to collect my baggage, and I went down. I followed the signs for baggage collection, and it took me to a railway station. I thought, what? This just doesn't look right. That's what my mind was telling me. This is not where you collect bags. This is where you catch a train into the city. But as it turned out, a travelling companion I just met on the actual last flight, or she was on the flight from Singapore, and she also took the connecting flight to Madrid, and she just happened to turn up, get out of immigration that little later than me, but she came up to me and said, she said, no, it actually, she was surprised herself, but it is actually a baggage thing. And I asked the guy working there, and he confirmed it was actually a place to get your baggage. I actually yelled into people that in the train route to pull out. I asked them, is this where you collect baggage? I just got blank stares. Presumably they were all locals and didn't speak any English. So anyway, that was extremely weird. Little frustrating, but just a typical weird travel anecdote. Nowhere in the world have I ever seen a dedicated train to collect baggage. It's just bizarre. So that was the first thing. Then I actually went down and decided I got my luggage, and that was easy. That all worked out well with the assistance of my travelling companion friend. She was very invaluable that way because she had good eyesight. So we found the right carousel, although she found it difficult to find initially. So, anyway, I got my luggage came off, so that was good. So then the next step was to go and actually get myself a complimentary ticket to get to this particular station, O'Shea Station, which is actually where the fast trains leave from. And it's down. Yeah, it's a few k's away from the airport, and you need to take a train. So that's the actual. Well, I eventually got this freebie ticket because I'd heard that there is a freebie to get to get a train in here. Trouble is, I got that confirmed by the information desk, but there's two different metro lines here. One's an underground metro, and the other one's a normal metro. And this is what they define as the normal metro. So I went to the other one. I got the free ticket. And there was no way you could put it into the machine. And as a matter of fact, they were all covered up by masking tape, all those slots. So I went back to information again, and they must have been thoroughly sick of me. This was the third time I went to them. And this time they said round the corner. What they'd been trying to say originally was I had to go round the corner to put the card in, because that's where it is. And there's an office, Renifi office, the opposite side where you get the freebie. So it all is true. You do get a free card, a free ticket to ride to the fast train hub, but it's not as easy as it looks to get. But I'll make that clear in this video. So I was freaking out a little there, but I finally got that sorted out. Then I went downstairs to the platform, and then I couldn't. There was no information on the signs to indicate anything to do with the station I wanted to go to. So I was a little worried about that. So what I did was I went back upstairs. I asked one guy, he didn't help me much. The second guy was really good. He said, no, you need to change station, and you need to go to platform 2 and 3. And that was actually exactly the right information. But I got that confirmed when I actually got to that station, and I asked the girl at Renifi again And she said exactly the same thing, so I knew it was right. So, and she said all the trains from platform 2 and 3 go to this station here, so that was fine. So that was all sorted. The next hassle I had was, after I got that sorted, I decided to see whether I had a mobile phone connection, because I had paid for a SIM card to be used here, and I need to contact the people who are running the Holy Rent, who are renting out my apartment, because they're under the impression that I'm going to call them. All I actually said to them is that I'd give you a call if there's a need to, but they've taken that I'm going to call them now, and they're giving me a different contact number. And I was freaking out because I didn't have a mobile working. So I thought that would be a total waste of money, but just about half hour ago I checked it again and it's up and running, so it's all working. They've got free Wi-Fi here too, which is good, so that's nice at the station to have that, and that works well too, so I can check my emails. And so I've got my SIM card running, I've got email access, and yeah, I was just waiting for the train, and they'll allocate the platform when they're ready. Actually, they might be doing it now. Haven't got any numbers. No, they haven't got a platform number yet. It was platform 9 for the other one going to Santa Vista, but not mine. Mine leaves at 1300. And they haven't allocated a platform yet, so I'll just have to keep watching it. And I think it's about 25 minutes to 1, so I'll just keep vigilant on that. And toilets here are good. I actually paid for rip-off mineral water. A big bottle of mineral water was €2.5, which equates to about $4.50 Australian. So it was pretty expensive, but I figured I'd save a hell of a lot of money getting the train down here. It was a pain in the ass doing it that way, rather than getting a taxi, so I'm ahead on that. And I'm still going to try to get the bus into Seville Central. We'll see how that goes. It could be another disaster, but I guess at least I've got a mobile phone that's working now, and if worse comes to worse, I'll just have to get a taxi into where the apartment is. So we'll see how it goes. But that's basically it at this stage. So it's been an interesting travel day with a few hassles as usual, and a bit of sweat on the brow, worrying about things, but it's all worked out reasonably well. Oh, the other thing is this person that I had a chat to on the Qantas flight. She also runs she's running an actual tour group that's doing the walk in northern Spain, the Camino walk. And she said one of the people that's actually on the walk is an 80-year-old woman who's never travelled before, and that she's turning up to Spain today, and she should have actually been there when we went for the baggage pickup. So there you go. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you, or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great. But please don't ignore me. That's the worst thing you can do on YouTube, is be ignored.